Hang on. Right, so we're putting the HGT in today, which is there. There's a Jericho that came out. Here's what we're doing, or Rod's doing. He's trimming the bell housing up. So the exhaust clears, obviously it's not a 13B, it's a 20B, so it's not factory. So we just got to make room for the exhaust to come through. And that's where there's a bit of a cross member running across where the engine mounts. So it's going to trim this edge up as well. So it clears everything. And apart from that, we had to drill one of these holes through, which has not gone right through. For some reason that didn't get done at factory. No biggie, only needed to go about that much more, but there's some feedback. And yeah, and then the rest of it all go as planned. Alright, bell housing just sort of dummy fitted. So Rod cut out this bit here, nice bit of clearance which you probably can't see, but anyway, and just there for the exhaust. Is it light on? Yeah, I'll have tea please, man. So yeah, so next step, what's put the gearbox up there?
Yeah, put that up there.
See what happens from there. Should have enough clearance. It looked pretty good, but we'll have a home. Right, so we've had the bell housing bolted up. We've had the gearbox bolted up, just dummy fitted. Now we're working out the air gap here. So obviously the clutch sits here like that. So there's got to be the right gap here between there and the clutch. This comes in and out, you know, that's your slave. So these here are the shims. You put different shims in to create your gap, so that's what we're trying to work out now. So yeah, on and off, on and off. We've got Rod using some technical equipment here. So as you can see, Rod was cutting this before. This is my PPF power plant frame, which I made a while ago to suit at Rotorforce. Now obviously it's a bit of a butchery here, but we're going to sort all that out. So we need to basically put a rubber mount there, which I can't find. Hang on, it's just here. So we've got to rubber mount it. So what we're going to do, that's going to be there, and somehow we're going to make all this come down to here. Now Rod's idea is, he's pretty much made me walk away and let him deal with it. He said I'm a farmer, so I think he wants to cut these off here, sorry. Obviously mount them flush up to there, and then weld them back on here. We don't have too much room here, but that's fine, it won't matter, it's not going to move. Rod's got a plan in his head. We're just having a little coffee break, and he's going to run me through it, I suppose. So yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. Quite happy with how it's going so far. Then after that, just be obviously mounting the shifter and all that sort of thing. We've got all the gaps right for the thrust bearing. Yeah.
Falcon City there.
guy here making this synth console. So I've just put this little support on here for, it's where the hydraulic handbrake's going to sit. I was nearly going to leave it hanging over the edge, but I want to do it properly so I can swing on it and not have to worry about it. You know, I'm putting this HGT in hopefully as a final destination, so to speak, for the gearbox, you know. If I can get a few years out of it without rebuilding it, happy days. So yeah, that's the plan. So I want to do it properly. Just right, I'm happy with how this has come out. Now it's painted. Not bad, not bad. Certainly do the trick. Alrighty, so just looking here at the clutch slave, which I have here. I don't know if it matters or not, but I imagine one's, well, it won't matter, will it? One's in, one's out. Well, sorry, one's in, one's bleed. It won't matter which way they go, but you know what? I'm not taking any chances, so I'm just having a quick look, just to be sure, So this is good, you know, HGT send you all this stuff. Now it's time to fit it on, put the gearbox on. So I put the lines, I run the lines, I put the slave on, the bell housing on, run the lines out. I was gonna put the bell housing on the engine first and bolt the gearbox up. If I do that, it's just too hard with that slave, so this is how I'm doing it. I'll mount these lines and finish this line off afterwards, you know. So anyways, so put in my custom PPF time, just roll it over. Now I can't remember which way that mount there goes, that's right, I can put that on after. So a rubber mount goes between that and that there. So that goes in there like so. Put a couple of bolts in, keep me out of trouble. So it's sliding off, falling on my head, hopefully. I'll just put them in there loosely, I think, for the time being. Alright, so here we are, all finished. The HGT 6-speed sequential fitted up. I found that this this reverse cable that selects reverse gear, you've got to really have that routed very, very smoothly for it to work nicely. I did have it coming round the other side of this, so it come down the back and around here, which really didn't seem like too big of a kink to me, but it seems to be causing me a few problems. I mean, I've not actually had it off the hoist and tested it routed like this yet, but I think it's going to be much better, to be honest. So we'll find out when I get it down. There's no sharp kinks, it's sort of free flowing, it's not tensioned up. Anyway, yeah, so all fitted up, happy days. Heat wrap the exhaust there just to keep the heat out of the gearbox a bit, hopefully. Yeah, mounted there, you can see there is a rubber mount in the middle there, in between the gearbox and the cross member thing there, the PPF. Yeah, so happy days. We'll see what happens. Do a little walk around and then take it for a little drive if it starts in a minute. Been away for a week, so I don't know if the battery will be flat, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I suppose. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Definitely looks nice in there. Definitely high quality, you know. Cool.